Hi guys, my name is Miss Julie.
And I'm Miss Donna.
And welcome to Hamilton East Public Library's summer reading program, Tales and Tales. Today, we're going to be making woodland creature planters, just like this one. So that's a little fox that we're going to make. Isn't he cute? So let's take a look at the supplies that we need for today's program. You will need scissors, googly eyes, or if you prefer, you can draw eyes, a plastic bottle that's either a 2 liter or a 1 liter, white Elmer's glue, brown acrylic paint, white acrylic paint, and if you prefer to make your fox a little more red than brown, then you'll also need some red acrylic paint to mix in with that, a permanent marker, a small paintbrush, a sponge brush, some potting soil, and either some seeds from our seed library here at Hamilton East Public Library or some flowers to put in your planter. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to kind of make a pattern on our plastic bottle that sort of matches approximately where his ears are right there. So his ears are about right there. I'm just going to make a mark there so you see how far up that is. Almost to, it looks like it's to the top of where the label used to be. So I'm going to use that mark and I'm going to draw 2 ear shapes. And it absolutely doesn't have to be perfect because everybody's ears are different. I don't know, what do you think? Something like that. I kind of want them to be maybe pointy because fox's ears are pointy, so I'm going to sort of make them a little bit pointier. And then I'm just going to draw a line all the way around so that it's easier to cut. And actually there's already a line in the bottle, so that worked out really well. Just like that. And then Miss Donna is going to cut that out for me.
Well, one thing, friends, that you need to remember is when you're going to cut a plastic bottle like this, you really should have a grown-up help you do it, or even have the grown-up do it for you. Because to start cutting, it's very hard to do. What I'm going to have to do is open the scissors just a little bit, and I'm going to poke a hole, or try to poke a hole in to get the scissors to go into the plastic. Now sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't, but and there we go. There's our 2 ears and the top cut off.
Perfect.
Just like that.
Perfect. All right, so this is what I'm going to do next because I really want to paint the inside of my ears white like that. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to really see that as I'm painting, and I want to make sure I do. So I'm going to take my regular Crayola marker. You can use the Sharpie for that, but the Sharpie kind of bleeds through the white paint. So I'm just going to use the Crayola marker here. I'm just going to draw the inside of the ear kind of like this, just so I kind of know where I don't want to paint, right? And again, doesn't have to be perfect, but that just kind of gives me a little bit of a pattern of what I want to do. And the next thing we're going to do is we are going to mix our paint. So I'm mixing some brown and some red together because I want my fox to be a little more red.
So now I'm going to start painting. Now I put my hand inside so I can paint better and not get it all over the place. So I'm going to take some paint on my brush and I'm just going to go up and down very smoothly. And this is something that may take a little bit of time, but that's okay. Just take your time and do the best that you can. And then you can let it dry. If you have a second bottle or something that you can set this on, you can let it dry like this. Let it set for maybe a couple hours or even a whole day. And then you can come back and do another coat of paint so it looks darker. And you notice that we've already put the white on for the eyes, and we painted the ears. So when we painted the front, we left a space on the front for our eyes.
And we used the little paintbrush for the white paint for this part because the sponge brush was just too big. Just like that. So now we're going to do the eyes. So you can do the eyes a couple of different ways. If you have googly eyes at home, then that's easy. You can just take the googly eyes off, put a little bit of glue on the back of them, and plop them wherever you want them. But not everybody has googly eyes sitting around the house, so I'm going to use a permanent marker to do my eyes. There we go.
And Miss Julie, what about his nose?
Oh yeah, we've got to do his nose, right? So his nose, this is a little black pom-pom that I'm using. If you don't have a black pom-pom, you can also draw it on, but this kind of gives a little bit of dimension. I'm just going to put some glue on that. Just a little bit of glue. And I am going to put his nose right there, right in between his eyes. The last thing is to plant something in it. So Miss Donna, do you want to do that?
I sure will. So I have some potting soil, and I have a cup inside my potting soil, because if I tried to pour the soil into, I would probably get it everywhere. So I know myself well enough that I'm just going to take a little cup, fill it with the potting soil, and I'm just going to pour straight in. And you don't want to fill it all the way full, because if you have plants that you want to put in there, you got to leave room for your plants. And if you have seeds that you want to put, you do need to leave some space at the top for the seeds also. And it's okay if you're a little messy. Sometimes your grown-ups may want you to go outside and do this part, but that's okay. All right, here we go. We'll even that out a little bit. And Miss Julie, would you like to plant our seeds?
Sure. So I got these seeds from our seed library. And these are sunflower big smile seeds. So I'm going to take a couple and plant them in there. Yeah.
Let me push that up here.
Look at all those really cool seeds. They all look different, don't they? But they're all sunflower seeds. So I'm gonna make a little hole in my dirt here. And I'm gonna plant a couple in there. Just like that, and then cover them up just a little bit. And then it's always a good idea to water your plant, so you can ask your grown-up where to get some water to water your plant after you plant your seeds, or if you would rather plant a flower, something like this, you can also do that. So have your grown-up help you with that, and then watch your seed and your flowers grow. Thank you so much for joining us.